Okay, in this short video we'll be making one of the differential assemblies. We need to make two. I've already made one. So yeah, and we're replacing the bearings that came with the kit with Boca bearings, the yellow seal ceramic hybrid bearings. So these bearings have stainless steel races and ceramic balls inside them, and then these seals will protect the balls more better than these seals. These seals will keep dust, dirt from going inside, and this will in turn make the bearings last longer than these. So we'll put these off to the side, and we'll start building the differential. So here I'm assembling everything together to make the differential. All the smaller gears, spider gears, they fit inside the black case, which is called the differential carrier. I had the orientation of the gears wrong in the first place, so I had to take them out and adjust them so that the ring gear can fit perfectly onto the differential carrier, so I can screw the ring gear onto it. So that's what I'm doing now, fixing the gears, and now it fits everything perfect. So now I can just screw the ring gear onto the carrier. Okay, so this is the next step. We need another pinion gear and two of these 6x12s by 4mm bearings. We're using the yellow seal ones, like I said before. Oh wait, these are wrong size, my bad. These are the ones that we're going to use. So we're just going to place these two bearings onto this pinion gear. So here we got two differential cases, and we're going to put in the 10x15 by 4mm yellow seal bearings and just place them inside there. Just push it in. That's good. Here I'm just putting the pinion with the two bearings right there, place them together. Then once they're in position, I just close the casing together with some screws. The next step here, we'll have to connect the differentials with two drive lines, and then at the end with the end shaft of the wheel. And then use for these U-joint set screws. You place one screw here, and then the other one just will connect to the differential. The next step, I need one of these axle housings, steering bracket, and four of these 1.5 locks. Okay. So right here I start working on the steering part of the front drivetrain. Here I have a steering bracket with an axle housing. The axle housing will enclose the differential, and the steering bracket will later on hold a steering bar. The steering bar will connect to little links, and those links will connect to the wheels that will in turn turn the wheels. So right here I'm just screwing some parts in, screwing the bracket in, and then after that's done, after I screw all the screws in, I'm going to attach it to the differential that I have there waiting. So that was the steering bracket bar, steering bar that was shifting left to right. And here I just close the two axle coverings together over the differential. So I'm just using some more locks again to secure the differential within the axle housing. Just making sure everything's in the right orientation and before I lock everything in together. Okay, I had some trouble removing the screw from the servo. It got pretty stripped, so I had to cut some new strips into it. I mean, new lines. It took a while, but I finally managed to get it out. So in the meantime, I'm still use this screw until I can find a new screw. And I connect the servo to the receiver that I'm using for the transmitter receiver. This one right here. So I connected the steering to channel 1, so this is channel 1. So when I turn everything on, it will automatically go to neutral point, and Then I tested going left, right, it worked properly, so I let go of it, and then this moves to neutral point. So right now it's in the neutral point, so now I can connect the servo to the steering. So this is what's going to connect the servo. So this is a horn here, and then connecting the horn between this right here with the horn is one of the ball pin screws, the ones that I put here earlier, here, and this one right here. So yes, I'm just gonna put this on the servo right now. So now that I have attached the horn to the servo, I go ahead and grab 2 of the 4 leaf springs that I made earlier and attach them to this front drivetrain. I just attach them like always with some locks, and then just lock them in and make sure everything's secured. For this step, we'll add 2 12mm wheel nuts, and 2 of these, I guess they're called dowel pins. They just look like regular small cylinders. Alright. I just slide a pin to the axle, and then from there I just grab one of the wheel nuts and snap them in place, and do it on both sides. Here I have the differential, and what I'm gonna do here is I'll start adding the drive lines to this is the rear differential. So I add the drive lines, screw them in, and once they're screwed in, I grab 2 axle housings, and this one closes the differential again. Here I'm just locking them in place, and once that's done, I'll start assembling the hubs. I'll grab 2 rear hubs, well, after this step, and then in those rear hubs I'll grab 2 6x12x4 yellow seal bearings, and each hub will have 2 of them in them. So here I'm placing the bearings inside the hub. That's the second hub, and once that's done, I start attaching beams to the hub, and then these beams will connect the hub to the axle housing to create a firm rear drivetrain. So that's one side there, and once that side's done, I have to make another one for the other wheel. So here's the second one. So once this is done, I just slide these new parts that I just made over the drive line and attach them to the axle housing. And then the next step will be attaching the leaf springs to this rear drivetrain. So that'll be it for this whole video. The next video, I'll attach these drivetrains to the main frame and go from there. See you guys next time.